Like Cardi is the quintessential case study.
Yeah, she's a black swan event.
Yourself. She is.
She's so rare. And I think it gets her in trouble a lot, but it means people love her.
But people love her.
And she's on live. She's just like, I got my titties done. After the tour's done, I'm going to get my BBL down. And she's just...
I love that she's never changed.
She doesn't change. Yeah. Welcome to Pop Syllabus. I'm your host, Christiana Mbakwe Medina. If you've been following the show, you know that I like to play pop culture games. And a little while back, I had journalist and cultural critic Sam Sanders on the show to play a game I call Are They a Star, Celebrity, or Famous Person? It's a game where we pull names of public figures and talk about whether we think they're stars, celebrities, famous people, or sometimes all three. I like to think of a star as someone who has the raw talent. A celebrity is a famous person who makes an ideological decision to offer themselves to the culture. They do magazine interviews, they call the paps, they're here to entertain us with their everyday lives. Meanwhile, being famous is an outcome, and you don't need talent to become famous. Now, very few people are all three. On today's episode, I invited Zuri Hall to come play the game with me. Zuri is an Emmy-winning TV host known for her work on Access Hollywood and her red carpet coverage for E! She also has a new podcast called Not About Sports, where she interviews athletes about their lives behind the scenes. I hope you enjoy the episode, and be sure to let us know how you feel about our hot takes in the comments. Zuri Hall, we've been like kikiing before the tape's been rolling, but Zuri Hall, welcome to Pop Syllabus.
Thank you so much.
I'm so happy to do this.
So am I.
Because, red carpet fixture,
yeah.
One of my favorite hosts. How many times have you covered the Met Gala at this point? 8 times? Maybe?
I think like somewhere between 6 and 8. I've stopped counting.
6 and 8 times. And I feel like we've caught you at a beautiful inflection point in your career and in your life. I'm on your Substack where you're talking about the pivot. Mm-hmm. I love women in their 30s just owning the whole thing of like, we do all of this stuff and we have all these accomplishments, and it comes to a moment where like, what next? You've been on Access Hollywood for years now, and it's coming to an end. This is its final season. You'll be done by September. How are you feeling about all of that?
You're right. I am in the middle of a transitionary period, and I'm excited about it. Yeah. And what I have found is that so many women like us are in these like in between chapters, and it's not that we're lost. It's not that we don't know where we'd like to go or the why behind it. It's just the middle. Like it is the bridge one has to cross to get to the other side. And the journey takes as long as it takes. Yeah. So I kind of feel like I'm there right now.
Like even if you hate a job, right? When the job ends, you're like, but when you love a job and you're so synonymous with it, how does it feel?
Yeah, and I do. I love the job. Mm-hmm. It feels bittersweet. It feels like the right time, quite frankly. Okay. It feels like God kind of ripping the Band-Aid off. Mm-hmm. Like that's what it feels like. It's not that I talk about this a lot with my colleagues, some of my co-hosts, et cetera. We've all been building and sort of planning for what's next anyway. And I'm always the type of person who's like, okay, that was awesome. I got it. I checked that box. Like, what's next, right? So I always kind of have that energy anyway. And I've been quietly building a lot. And then this news dropped and people thought that we knew and we didn't know.
You did. Wait, so... oh my God. This is why I hate this. Every 2 weeks, I'm like, I'm leaving this business.
Like, surprise.
So wait, did you find out in the press?
No, so they do like the courtesy call.
Was it your agent or was it your agent or the producers? Who called you?
It was our execs. It was the execs, yeah. Okay, so they're like, hey, we just want you to hear it from us first. This news is about to go out and however long, but it's like a same day thing. Because some people were walking around like, did y'all know? Did they tell the host? I was like, I promise y'all, I ain't know nothing. I was right there with you. And so it happened just sooner than I think we all expected. Like, the industry's changing, entertainment news, the way that we consume content, we all know this. So I don't think it was a surprise that it happened. I think just the timing. It was a little, we thought we could, maybe another year.
Yeah, a couple more seasons.
Exactly. And then they were like, nah, y'all got till September. So back it up. But I feel good about it. I do. I am excited about what I'm working on.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to be able to talk about some of that stuff. But what's been really interesting and rewarding is, to your point about me sort of sharing that and talking about my pivot, I started this series called Plot Twist because when that news dropped, I was processing in real time like everyone else because I did not have the heads up. And I was like, you know what? I could do what I always do, which is bounce back on my feet or like figure out behind the scenes and then pop out with the sexy, perfectly presentable, look, guys, here's my next thing, right? And so you never see me figuring it out. Or I could take this opportunity and do something differently. And I think a less healed, less secure version of me couldn't have done this, couldn't have been like, well, the news is out.
Yeah.
I'm just as surprised as y'all are, but let's figure this thing out together. You know, like I don't think I could have done that 5 or 10 years ago, but I did. And I filmed the video and I sat on it for weeks.
Oh,
I did not just.
Okay.
Because I was like, this is too vulnerable and transparent for how I've shown up in like the hosting world.
Yeah.
And then I sent it to one of my best friends and I was like, should I just post it? I really feel like my spirit is saying post it. And so she was like, girl, if you don't post this right now and then log off the internet and let it do what it's going to do. And so I hit publish and I just like threw my phone and ran. And I was so overwhelmed by the support, but especially by the women sliding in my DM saying, girl, me too, or thank you so much because I am in the middle and I don't know what the heck is next and I'm lost, I'm confused. And like hearing you say, this ain't my first plot twist, it won't be my last. Let me tell you why my world didn't shake and how we can get through this together. Like that in itself was reward enough. And so now I'm like, let's just keep sharing the journey.
What do you think gave you that courage to be vulnerable in public? Especially on social media, because you never know how it's going to land.
Girl, and it never goes all the way right. Like,
because there's people that's like, so what? You'll be fine. You've got, you know what I mean? And so you said that there's a less healed version of you that probably wouldn't even have taped that video. You would have just come back, sexy, polished, new project. What's happened in the interim? What's been the process of healing for you to say, okay, I'm going to, I don't know, just build in public?
Yeah. The biggest part of sort of the healing journey has been my identity is no longer so closely attached to what I do or how successful I am at it. And so being able to come onto the internet and say, I'm trying to figure this out, doesn't feel like I'm also admitting that I'm some sort of failure or that I am not the girl that I know that I am, right? But 5 or 10 years ago, it would have felt that way for me. It still wouldn't have been true, but I would have felt that way because so much of my identity and purpose was wrapped up in my career, in my latest accomplishment, in whether or not people were proud of me.
How much money am I making?
How much money am I covering? What shows am I on? How many people are watching those shows? And it's just not that anymore. And so I'm able to be vulnerable about this transitionary period and admit that there's some things I'm still figuring out because it says nothing about who I am, the space I deserve to take up, or what I have accomplished. I'm also like, I've just paid my dues, y'all. Like, I've been here, I've done this thing. I'm confident enough in what I've done where it's like, check the track record, okay? I'm tired. I ain't got nothing left to prove. Like,
what is always called to you that you've been like, the timing isn't right. I've got my Access Hollywood. I got to do.
Totally. I love that question. There are a couple of things. The first thing is I love to get back into acting. Actually, I have been starting to get more into it. I majored in Strat-Com, but I minored in theater with an emphasis on acting. I studied improv at UCB in New York when I was out there at MTV. Grew up in children's theater workshops. So I really do have a love for the stage. And I've done some like one-off stuff. Like I did The Morning Show, a scene with Jen Aniston, which was awesome. And I did a Lifetime holiday movie a couple of years back. So I'd love to do more of that. And then 2, what I'm really embracing right now is I just want to, 1, stay free, be free, feel free, and then share this version of Zuri that most people haven't seen in a long time.
You're very loose.
Yeah, just
like
loose. And like, I am who I am, and this is what that looks like and feels like. And I'm just excited to kind of climb out of the host box that I think a lot of people just assumed I wanted to stay in, you know, because that was the Monday through Friday for the last 11 years, you know? So I'm just excited. I was like, let me hop on this mic and hang out. Let me just talk. Let me pull up. Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be exciting for the audience because, you know, 11 years is a long time. You're a real woman now. You were like kind of
as a baby.
You're a baby. Self-actualized and you're confident. And so only good's going to come from it.
Amen.
It's going to be beautiful. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
We're calling in all the good energy, calling in all the good things. So here at Pop Syllabus, we play a game called, is it a star, celebrity, or a famous person?
Okay.
I don't know how much you know about that, but I'm going to explain the Matrix to you.
I'm ready for the Matrix.
Okay, so it's this media theory that I've come up with, and it's still very emerging. And I believe that most people are either a star, a celebrity, or famous person. Very few people are 3. So a star is that just je ne sais quoi. It's just that something. They just have, churchy people call it an anointing.
Amen.
They just have something in them. You look at them, you're like, you've got something. And most stars, I would say, I always reference this woman in my neighborhood called Pinky. I grew up in Brixton. She wore all pink.
Okay.
And she had a pink hair. And I'm like, that's
She
a
was
star. Most people, unless you're from Brixton, you don't know who she is, right? But there's just, those kind of people in the neighborhood that you couldn't help but look at, that woman in your family that just have this kind of presence to them. They have star. That's a star.
Okay, yeah.
A famous person is something that has gained some notoriety or recognition. You can be momentarily famous. Like Dr. Fauci was famous for a while because he was the nation's doctor. Fame is often linked to accomplishment, but it sometimes isn't. Sometimes a man rescues children from a burning building. You become famous. Or sometimes you're famous because you win a Nobel Peace Prize. But I think fame it's kind of more linked to accomplishment or some sort of talent or skill. And then finally we have a celebrity. And a celebrity is a person who I think leans into people's need to worship something. And the act of celebrity,
they play the game.
They play the game. They're calling the paparazzi. The publicist is leaking stuff to the press. They're DMing Zuri and they're like, I have a tip for you. And they're also DMing Dumas. And there's different types of celebrity. There's like the very naked celebrity of, say, the Kardashians, right? They want it so bad. You can feel it. And then there's reluctant celebrities like Britney Spears. Yeah. Right? Yeah. She don't want, leave me alone.
Right, truly.
Leave me alone. I just want to dance in my house.
And means it.
She means
sure
it. Yeah, there's
would love to be
Chapel Rowan is someone who's kind of a celebrity, but she doesn't,
want to play that game.
But there are some people that are all 3. I think Beyonce is all 3. I think Leonardo DiCaprio is all 3. There's some people that are just 1 out of 3. Yeah. I think Kim Kardashian is 2 out of 3. I love
this theory. Wait, which 2 out of 3 for Kim?
I think she is a celebrity. I think she's a famous person. I don't think she's a star.
I know it. Okay.
I don't think she's a star. I think Kylie's a star in the family.
Yeah.
I think Chris is a star. I think Kylie's a star. Kim, I've never thought it gave star, but that's fine. You don't, not everyone can be a star. And most stars aren't famous and they aren't celebrities. I think that's the injustice of the game, right?
Exactly.
You look at people, you're like, why are they on my TV?
Yeah. And then other people, it's like, why are you not on my TV?
Exactly. Yep. And so
I love this theory. That checks out. Yeah, okay, so this is what we're playing.
Yeah, this is what we're playing, and we're gonna pull a name. Since you're a guest, you go first. And if there's somebody you can't discuss because of contractual obligations, I understand.
Girl, come September, I can talk about them all. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, Angel Reese.
Oh.
And so I categorize?
Yeah. Is she a star? Is she a celebrity or a famous person? People at home, Angel Reese is the WNBA player.
Yes. Yep.
And you have a... Zuri
No, you do.
I was going to say, Zuri has a podcast with sports people. So
not about sports.
Not about sports. So she's the sports girl, but she gets into their business, which I like even more because I like people's business.
Same. Angel Reese, definitely a star. Okay. I think the way she just like owns the court on and off of it, honestly, and she's very much like, I am who I am. Yeah. Take it or leave it. I literally don't care. And I love that because that, to me, is the epitome of star factor. Yeah. There's so many people who care like what people think. In an unfortunate way. Yeah. She's like, I know myself. Yeah. So definitely star, definitely famous person. Yeah. Because she's famous.
Do you think so?
Yeah. I feel like so many people know Angel Reese.
So I don't know how many people know her. I think I know her.
Yeah.
Because I think in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark's the girl everyone knows. People know their rivalry, maybe.
I mean, some people may know I think a lot of people probably know like the rivalry or whatever it is. But I feel like a lot of people know Angel Reese
famous,
too. And she's like incredibly talented. Yeah. She's an awesome player. I think that she qualifies for sure as famous person. Because I'm just someone of the mind of like, I don't like to compare where it's like, oh, if this person is more famous or more known, then that person can't be
No,
I
don't. It's not a comparison game.
Yeah.
Because the WNBA is such an interesting, like, emerging media ecosystem to me. Because I think for the regular person, apart from Lisa Leslie, they didn't know anything that was... Oh, the girl that got arrested, Brittany Grant.
Oh, yeah. That was crazy.
That was crazy. The Russians took her, but...
What did you say that like that?
They took her for some weed.
They did.
I ain't saying too much about Russia. I don't want Putin.
Not too much smoke.
Not too much. I don't want it.
They probably got the Wi-Fi connection now.
No, I don't want it. But, there's certain WNBA players that kind of pop and that they are in the general consciousness. Yeah. So sometimes I don't know if it's because I'm somebody that's really into pop culture that I know who Angel Reese is.
Got
or
it.
if there's just like...
I think she pops. I think
pops
people
beyond
genuinely
the bubble. Okay.
1000%. So I would say for sure star. I would say famous person, celebrity. You said like if they like do the whole thing.
Or people are even pursuing them as a celebrity.
I think so, though.
You think so?
Yes, because she's got the endorsement deals. I think she's got a shoe. Yeah. She had like a really cool like fast food partnership recently.
Yeah.
Like,
she was at the Met Gala.
I think it's all three.
You probably know better than me. Because it's very hard. Because to be that trifecta, there's very few people. Like, to me, Beyonce is that trifecta.
I guess then the question becomes, like, are there levels to the trifecta? Like, you can be, and this is just big picture, you can be a star in your neighborhood, or you can be a star in your borough, or you can be a star at your school. Like, that doesn't change the star quality.
No, star is different because I think that's like inherent. Because people get so mad at me. I don't think Timothée Chalamet is a star. I just don't think he doesn't have the juice for me.
That's interesting because I feel like he is.
See, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm not going to say too much because the Chalamet people like to jump me in the comments. I don't see it for him.
What?
Because to me, I look at and I'm aging myself because I'm like, Leonardo DiCaprio, that's a star.
He is a star, but I think those are different types of stars.
I'm not saying there is a different type of
mystery, and Chalamet is like, I'm popping and locking and doing all the things since I was 11 on stage.
I have a friend called Ex Mayo who's probably listening now, and she always says the oil is on him, it's not in him. I think the church people at home will get what
I'm loving the church references.
I'm very churchy. But I don't know. I'm just like, but I need to keep watching him.
Yeah.
But I just don't feel
he's
a famous person. He's a celebrity. He shows up in the matching fits with his girlfriend. He's at the Knicks games. Star? I don't no. But whereas Daniel Day-Lewis is a famous person. He's a star, but he's not a celebrity.
No, and has no interest in being
one. He hates us so much. So
exactly.
It's like I come out to work.
He's incredible.
And then I go home.
He's so talented.
So Angel, I do think she's got that inherent star quality. It's compelling. You can't miss it. She's definitely a famous person, as you've explained, hence all these endorsements and people use her to sell things. Do the public care about her dating life? Is she like somebody that is on the Shade Room, manpeople.com, and now I
feel like I see that. Like I see the Shade Room stuff. I don't know about people, but there's certainly media coverage.
All right, you know what?
That transcends her life on the court. Like it's you're not just reading articles about Angel and it's she played this, she got this many points, whatever. It's like this is what's happening in the world. This is what's happening privately
She's
or
all
personally.
three. She is all three. She is all three. Maybe it's because she's an emerging.
I think, and that's why I was like, okay, are there levels?
Yeah, she feels more emergent.
I think the trifecta exists.
Yeah,
and it will keep.
Yeah, because some people just super explode. Like, because Rihanna's somebody that was always at trifecta, but then there was a point in her career when it was just like she was one of the
took it to the next level.
Biggest people in the world.
Totally.
Okay, so Angel Reese is all
three.
Did
I convince? Woo.
Yeah,
okay,
you convinced me.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, I think you'll like this one.
Okay.
Anna Wintour.
Ooh, that's a great one. Okay. I feel like not a celebrity.
Yeah. Nope.
Not a celebrity. Certainly a famous person.
Yes. Those iconic glasses and the bob.
I think that is what makes her a star. Like, there is just her energy and having had that for as many decades as she's had it, right? She's got the pull. She's got the je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
I mean, she sort of was a curator of
the
je ne sais quoi, right?
And I think the thing about Anna that's really interesting that I think the public kind of forget because of Devil Wears Prada 2. But when the first movie came out, it was supposed to be like, she's a witch. Right? It was supposed to be like, this is a mean boss.
Exactly.
But it made people like her even more. And I think that is a certain, like I always say that, some stars kind of harness more light, some harness more darkness. Sometimes some stars move between the two. And I think like Anna is like kind of dark-sided in just like the mystery.
Right, 1000%.
And the coldness and the coolness, which I think is probably just because she's British.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like...
Which I kind of love.
Yeah.
Also, it's a part of the presentation.
Yeah, she's very aloof. She doesn't give you much. And so you want to know more. You're like...
And then she still gives us nothing.
She gives us nothing. But again, not a celebrity.
No, not at all.
I think anytime she's photographed, it's because she wants to be.
And or because someone wants to be photographed next to her too.
Yes.
Like, it's that. Like, you can come to me and I'll suffer this momentarily, but I have no interest in seeking it out.
So Anna's 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3. All right. I like this game.
It's fun, right?
It is fun. Next up, we have Charli D'Amelio. I would say she is a very, very, very famous person. I would say she's a celebrity. I think they play the fame game.
I mean,
like
the
family, TikTok.
The family's in a feud right now.
What now? I know there was an issue. Was it with the dad?
Money. They
That's
stole
unfortunate.
millions for her, allegedly.
Who did? The parents?
The parents.
Oh no,
The
that's
parents.
unfortunate. That is
Parents. She's estranged from her family.
Dang.
They're not speaking. The parents say it was a misunderstanding. I think her and her mother were on Dancing with the Stars at the same time, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But she's got, I think you need familial drama to be a certain type of star.
Right.
They all have it.
They have it.
You know, like at that level.
So you think she's a star too?
Yeah, I don't. So there's a category of star, and Angel Reese is not in it, because I do think Charlie's kind of like the emerging trifecta to kind of spoil the plot a bit about how I'm going to vote for her. But I think that people are always like, why do these kids want to watch Alex Earl on their phone? And why do they want to watch this girl just do these moves that somebody else made up? And they're compelling to just a certain type of Gen Zer or younger millennial.
True.
They're captivating to them. We may not understand it because generationally, like, our stars were Britney. Like Britney, you knew that. You're like, that's a star.
Right.
So we're used to like Britney Spears kind of stardom. But for someone like a Charli, I think that the parasocial nature of it, they have this gift of making people stop scrolling and watching whatever they're doing. Whether it's a get ready with me, whether it's a dance, whether it's like what I eat in a day.
Okay, you might be convincing me, because I was going to say 2 out of 3. I know she's like wildly famous. She seems so sweet and bubbly and fun. Maybe because, I'm not the target demo, so she couldn't care less. You know, maybe that's why I wouldn't have necessarily jumped to also star. But you're right, because like
she's got something.
I
don't know what it is
for a reason, and she was like through the roof and quickly.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and sometimes it's when we had Garrick Kennedy on the show, we're talking about divas, and we're saying that there's a certain type of diva who's presents as an ordinary woman, but she's actually extraordinary. Like they fool you in, like Taylor Swift falls into people being like, I'm just like you.
But
you
like,
have $1 billion,
you are one of a gajillion with how you show up.
You have a plane. Like you're not.
Like lest we forget.
You're not. But that is actually a magic trick to be like, I'm of the people. I can kind of comport myself in a way that you just feel I'm so relatable, but you also want to be me. And
I think, no, you're right about that. But that dance, it is so delicate. But I think there has to be a lot of truth in that. Like I really do.
Oh, you think so?
I do. I think it has to at least start in truth, right? Because I think it's really hard to like fake the every girl, the relatability factor, right? Like people have said that about me, like coming from Ohio and you feel like whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, am I still that same girl from Ohio? Absolutely not. I've evolved and changed in a lot of ways. And yet still like the truth of that is something that I can access, which even now when someone says, oh, I feel seen by you or you feel relatable to me. Like really, if they looked at our lives, they probably would see a lot of differences. Yeah. But like that essence is still there. So I say all that to say, I do believe that like the relatability comes from
a real
like
place.
A truth at one point in my life.
Okay,
maybe a long time ago.
I'm going to give you a bit of pushback because you told me you're an actress.
Okay, I said I like to act, girl.
You said you did a scene with Jen Aniston.
I did. Episode 3, 4,
Which season was it?
First season.
Okay, I worked on season 4.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wait,
I wrote season 4, episode 4.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. But I would say just working with actors and seeing actors and having a lot of actors as close friends. And I think this exists in pop culture anyway. There is a version of like Zuri Hall, that avatar, like the character that you bring to the world. Yeah. And to protect yourself, the Zuri, the private self, you start to naturally hide. And this is life. This even happens in families. You know, when you want to establish boundaries, you're like, I'm going to be this version of you.
You get this and nothing else.
And you get nothing else. Yeah. And I think as people become more famous or more celebrities or more money, they put more distance between their avatar, their representative, and themselves.
Totally.
And so that's why I say, as much as it's still there, maybe in your core or Taylor Swift's core or Charlie's core, there is a big difference between that avatar and... But then people still want the avatar because they don't want you to change.
Yeah. And that feels like its own cage. Like
it's
you're
a cage.
not allowed to evolve.
Fame
is
a prison.
Change your mind.
It's a golden coffin.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It is golden cage or
golden
coffin,
cage, whatever you call. I'm like
straight to death.
Yeah, I'm just like it's hard because then people feel they know you and they know your avatar intimately.
Totally.
But then they don't know
you.
Yeah. Because there's parts of ourselves that are unknown to ourselves. You know, I guess we get very, that's why I love pop culture. It gets very philosophical. But I think that for someone like Charli, who, the thing people probably find relatable about what she's going through in her life now is that there's this family drama. Yeah. Because everyone can relate to family drama. But then if you get into the details of it, not everyone can relate to having millions of dollars stolen from.
It's true. This is accurate.
But you know what I mean? So I think that you do more of the performance because if you stray too much from that relatability or that girl next door, the people turn on you.
Which is unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. I mean, influencers find it. You know, you follow them when they're like just someone with their little Stanley cup and don't have much money. And the next thing you know, they're in this McMansion.
There's something really ironic about that too, though, right? Because like the followers for like some of these influencers is like, yay, like so glad to support you on the way to making it. And then something about them making it pisses everyone off. But it's like, isn't that what we were all here for?
No, they were like, we liked it when you were in a 800 square foot house.
Precisely.
Now you are in a McMansion. We don't like it. So there is I don't know. It is real because it's part of her personhood, but then I think that there's a role of celebrity where people are on. Yeah. And sometimes me and my friends, when we go out to lunch and they're talking about someone famous and they'll be like, oh, he's always on. You know, there's that person that they never take off the armor or the performance.
For sure.
And they're like, you're like, guys, we're among
be
normal.
Like safe space, relax.
They're still being the thing.
Presenting.
So I think there's times when she's on and then behind the scenes she's different.
Yeah. That's probably true about anybody who's public facing.
I mean, some people, I think Cardi B is just one
herself.
Yeah. She's so visceral.
I think that's a rare type of star though, right? And like that's a part of why she became as famous as she did and has become the star she is because like lest we forget, like Love and Hip Hop, it was so clear she was a star.
Yeah.
From the jump on that show. Yeah. And like so few people make the jump from the reality show they like sign up to be a part of in hopes of this stardom and actually get there. Like Cardi is the quintessential case study.
Yeah. She's a black swan event.
Yourself. She is.
She's so rare. And I think it gets her in trouble a lot, but it means people love her.
But people love her.
And she's on live. She's just like, I got my titties done. After the tour's done, I'm going to get my BBL down. And she just...
I love that she's never changed.
She doesn't change. And I think she's the rare example of someone who is just like, I feel that if I saw her in her home, she may be in her headscarf on Instagram Live, cussing somebody out, or sending someone money because they need money. Because she's so generous and so sweet, you know? But then I don't think most people are able to do that. And it's come at a great cost.
It's true.
Because now everyone's in her personal business. Yep. But then it's why everyone's like, we're rooting for you to win on this tour.
And you can't pick and choose. You can't have it both ways, right? No. It's like, wait, I give you everything and you love me for it until I don't want to give you anything because I need this for myself. And so I think there are two ways to do it. And there are people who are like, this is my avatar, which is a version of me or some portion of my truth. And then here's the rest that I keep for the people who I know will keep it safe and protect it.
How do you balance it?
For the longest, I wasn't intentional about balancing it. I was just kind of like doing whatever. And I don't really believe in regrets, but I do some things differently if I could. These days, I'm super intentional. And again, like when I was saying earlier, like just showing up and being who I am and how I am, like there is no performance in this. But I do think there's something to be said for, you talked about like some of us are like, we've got our avatar, our representative, and then us. But then I think about when I was younger too. And I remember being literally 10, 11, 12 and being the kid on the playground who was like, oh gosh, like I don't want to misbehave or like they're getting in trouble. Like this is going to haunt me when I am famous. So ridiculous.
This is how I love you as a child. I love I'm getting out of here, child.
It was very much giving. I am not here for a good time, not a long time.
That is my favorite genre of little black girl.
Yes.
She was like,
girl,
I'm not like you guys. Yeah. That's my favorite.
So we always had a plan.
So you were like, I can't kiss that boy
because he's going to give like an expose interview to the Daily Mail in 20 years. And that's just one more thing I'm going to have to deal with. Like I was genuinely always thinking like that, right? So like kind of also a little bit insufferable in certain moments, but that was genuinely a part of who I was as this kind of like teacher's pet,
Yeah,
goody
yeah.
douche, overachiever, good girl, right? And so
which is
when you
also
get
a
this
prison.
version-
Which
oh,
is
the biggest prison. I'm not romanticizing it, to be clear. I've been trying to climb out of this thing for the last decade of therapy. Very much a prison, but also a prison that served me well in certain ways. Like I was able to achieve and get a life that I love now.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, what do we do with
It's
that?
the gift and the curse.
It's the gift and the curse.
They're always connected, right?
Thank you for getting me here. And now what can I, which portions of myself can I leave in that chapter?
What is it? What got you here won't take you there.
Amen.
That saying that people say, they always say that in business, right?
Yeah.
And so, because sometimes it's just like, oh yeah, you're the CEO that got us to this many employees.
Right.
But we want to get to
Thank
there.
you for your service.
Exactly.
And like that in between now, right? I think that's what a lot of us are asking ourselves. That's what I'm asking is, okay, which version of Zuri got me here? But I need to keep here. Like I'm exploring that.
And that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Like, what do I think about that all the time. I think about like, who do I want to be?
Yeah.
And like what's my code and my value system? I always think about what defeats am I interested in? Because it doesn't. It's good. It's like, what are you willing to lose?
That's interesting.
Yeah. If I do this thing, what could I lose?
Right.
And what can I tolerate?
Yeah.
And there's some losses that I won't take.
Yeah.
You know? And so I think everyone should just decide that for themselves.
I love that.
And then it's just like, it's that question of like, okay, because I always say, my mouth has been getting me in trouble since I was like 2 years old. Since I've been able to speak.
But look at what has also gotten you.
Well, this is it. I remember when me and my friend, we were in this friendship breakup and we met up and I was like, well, I said what I want. And they were like, how's it served you? And I was like, stop me here. But then, you know, it's always been like, that's been like the gift. I've always been like very eloquent and articulate and big thinker and a big reader. But the gift and the curse. So it's always been like, okay, how much of this do I want to retain? And how much do I want to lose? Because I want daughters that have slick mouths.
Yeah.
So,
you want daughters with slick mouths? I love that though.
Yeah. They gotta be. They gotta be.
I don't know if they gotta be. They gotta be quick. But you ain't slick with me.
Not with me. No.
Quick.
No, not with me.
Yeah, but with the world.
Yeah, with the
world,
world.
They gotta be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But then it's something I always think about that, like, you know, I'm like, oh, you can't say that.
Yeah.
So it's just like, how much of this tongue do I want to keep?
And what do we leave behind?
And what do we leave behind? But yeah, I think why I feel for a lot of very famous people is that they have to make that calculation in public and they have to fail in public and the public get it wrong and the public is not very forgiving.
No, and they don't let you live it down. It's
No,
like
they don't.
There's something from 5 or 10 or 15 years ago, and there are certain things, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you will be held accountable and should be. But like the lack of permission to grow and evolve and change your mind. Like there were moments where even sometimes these days, like I love to think out loud. I'm an external processor.
Yeah.
Nothing about me really is afraid of saying anything on a mic if I could just process externally and trust that the world around me or anyone listening is going to process it through the lens of nuance and the fact that like one day she might change her mind about this. But that's not the world we live in.
No,
and so I think that is also where the avatar in this comes because it's like, oh, I have to present a one-dimensional or not as dimensional version of myself as is true because this world that I'm offering this up to is only going to take it at face value.
They're going to clip it. Then they're going to miss the nuance. We don't like people that are figuring it out. And so I think that's why for a lot of people, the distance between the avatar, that famous celebrity version out there and themselves wider. And it's always interesting when somebody... And sometimes that happens in real life, like somebody dies of a drug overdose and everyone around them like, I didn't know they were on drugs.
Yeah.
I didn't know they did. And then it comes out that they were an addict and they had gamble and they had all these challenges. And it was like, because
who are you?
The distance between who they were and who they had to be for the world to tolerate it is gap. And I do think that's the unhealthy part of celebrity or just life. When it's just like the avatar and then you. And you don't feel there's people that you can be you around and it's all the avatar. And I think
that's dangerous.
I think what F's up celebrities is just that the avatar is
expected to show up in all spaces.
Even their team, their family, everyone's like, I want
that
version of you.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
Okay. Is it my turn?
I don't know. Yeah.
Dua Lipa.
Oh, I'm living for her wedding content.
It is good wedding content.
The courthouse, the civil wedding was so chic. And then they had their like 3-day extravaganza.
She's really that girl now.
She is.
She's having a moment.
She is. And I love it for her. I love that she found love with Callum Turner.
I don't know.
I always forget Caleb Callum.
What does he do?
He's an actor.
Oh, is it?
He's an actor. I've
like
interviewed
stuff?
him in something. No, in like legit stuff.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be one of those like pop out, do a really like highbrow or thoughtful movie and then disappear for a few years and then give us another one.
I'd like know nothing about him.
He's like the World War guy, like the World War I, the World War II guy. Like he's always gonna give you like a military uniform.
See, this is why my agents don't send me on generals because I don't know these people. I'm like,
he's like driving a pilot, or piloting a plane in the 50s.
He's a thespian.
Yeah. He was in the movie The Boys in the Boat, the George Clooney produced film.
Okay.
There was some other big one that I interviewed him for, but this was like a few years back. I can't remember. But he has been kind of quiet lately. I think he's been in the business of loving Dua Lipa.
I mean, he's
Mr.
Mr. Dua Lipa,
and
I'd be quiet too.
I would be Mr. Dua Lipa. I volunteer as sister wife too.
Okay, star.
Mm-hmm.
You think she's a star?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, genuinely. Okay. Yep.
And I want to say something about Dua Lipa that I think is hugely beneficial to her stardom.
Mm-hmm.
She's very ethnically ambiguous.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She could pass for a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think that gives her a real universal global appeal.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's just she works in lots of markets.
Do we know?
I think she's Central Eastern European.
Okay. Didn't she compete in Eurovision back in the day? That's like a part of her lore.
She's got a great ethnically ambiguous look.
Yeah.
When you watch her on stage, you want to watch her on stage.
Yeah.
So she's got that star quality.
In the star quality, especially because like she doesn't have to try too hard on stage. She dances, she moves. Oh, but it's also just like
she doesn't even sweat. She
give you a little shoulder, and you're like, yes, give me more. She's like, I'll give you nothing, and you'll be
good for
happy for it.
I love that kind of Rihanna type choreography. That's
exactly.
Like, I'm not gonna.
Just a little boom
I can't come and kill myself. Let me just do a little shoulder.
And y'all are welcome.
So definitely star, famous person.
For sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. She's probably one of the most famous singers in the world right now.
Easily.
Yeah. I think people even know her name if they don't know a song.
Yeah, Dua Lipa.
That's what Dua Lipa is.
Such a name. It's incredible.
Perfect name. Celebrity?
Yeah. Actually,
absolutely. Yeah. And I think she likes it.
And that's what I was going to say. I think she does it well. She knows she's
very
a celeb.
Good at it.
She plays it in like the perfect way.
The book club?
The book club. Wait, what's the book club?
She's got like a book club. She's very intellectual and very smart. She reads great books. She's got like a book club, and she also is on Substack. She's a great writer. So she's like,
I love it.
The brain is, she's a real kind of beautiful nerd. I think that's kind of her image right now.
The best combination.
And then she looked so great with that hat and that.
Stunning. So chic.
Perfect.
Love her. Trifecta for sure.
And she knew to like, I'm going to create a moment.
Yeah.
She knows how to create a spectacle. So she's all three. And I think she's like beyond emerging. I think she's reaching.
Oh, she's
up
hit
there.
The thing. She's
up
there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotcha.
Wait, okay.
We know more than that. If you don't know who they are, then
I'm like, I think a face is coming to name, but not enough for me to want to talk about it. Billie Eilish.
Oh,
it's a good one.
This is a good one. After you, Zuri.
I feel like it's so boring to keep saying all three, but Billie is all three. Like,
there's one that I think she's not. I think
maybe not celebrity.
Yes.
Not celebrity. Okay, yep. Definitely
Billie is a star. That girl can wear the baggiest,
I agree.
raggedy outfit and
still
sing it. Brother behind her on a guitar, and you'll just weep.
Mm-hmm.
She's
but then it's the fact that she can give us both. It's the 180, the baggy, oversized, and then super femme.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She is. She's. I like how she is fluid with her style, and she embraces both.
Star and crazy famous. Not a celebrity, or at least not a willing one. She seems disinterested.
I can't think of many pat pictures of Billie. I know they exist, but there's not something that's coming up on my.
Or she's
film.
Genuinely being pat.
Yeah,
it's not like calling.
What's her name? Amelia, the woman that did Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa Rinna's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I always see her pat. I think she's a real celebrity, right? Yeah. And she's like, look at me, look at me.
On the scene.
I feel like I see Billie at events. Like,
Billie is not a look at me person.
I wouldn't consider, even though she's famous and she has so many fans and she's a star, she doesn't feel like she's really
celebrity
cultivating the whole celebrity thing. I can't think of many things she's endorsed.
That's true. That's really true. Yeah, we don't really see her.
Yeah,
the brand deals.
I can't think of if she's done like an Architectural Digest.
Yeah,
Come to My Home.
I agree.
If I see any BTS stuff of Billie, it's her process. She's talking about how we made this song, how we wrote this song, how my brother produced these beats. But So I think of her more of a musician and a performer. I know she's
Celebrity.
dated guys.
It's true.
I know
but even that is
I
just
can't
she
even
happens
name
to
them.
be in a relationship, but it's never like a thing.
Yeah, I don't.
At least she's not trying to make it.
No, she's not trying to make it a thing. I think she could lean into it if she wants. I mean, maybe that's because she's from LA, so she's like, I don't.
She's just
I don't
so
care.
used to. She's like,
yeah, I don't care. For
yeah.
her. So
yeah, 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3
in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. Okay, is it my turn or is it
your turn?
Okay, so you can tell I'm a mum of 3. I can't remember anything. Oh, this is a good one. Bad Bunny.
I
Benito.
love him. Oh my God.
Is Benito a star?
Yes.
Yes.
He is such a star. He's so famous now, especially after the Super Bowl performance.
He is probably, I wonder what Google Trends will show this year, but I think he'll probably be one of the most Googled men in the world.
Believe it. Totally believe it. Celebrity, I was going to say no, because he doesn't seem like he really cares about that stuff. But then I'm also like, no, hold on, because there was like the Kendall Jenner chapter, and they were doing them airport walks.
That guy,
like, right. So
I think why
celebrity.
he's the genius of him is that obviously we know he's very conscious and like infuses his music with like kind of this protesty imagery and stuff like that. But I think he likes the fame and the celebrity. Like, you don't date Kendall Jenner
without
if you don't want to be
knowing what
a celebrity.
Comes with that. Precisely.
And
then didn't they do a brand deal? Was it Louis Vuitton? There was like some
Fendi,
sexy luggage.
Was it Gucci or something?
Whatever it was. It was hot.
It was some Italian luxury brand. Yeah, he's a celebrity.
Yeah.
He's a celebrity. And I think maybe because I read a lot of English-speaking media for the most part, or based in Anglophone countries, but I'd be curious about how he's covered in the Spanish-speaking publication. I think then you'd see more of the pap shots.
Yeah, even
of him,
more.
You know,
of it,
But even the casita he had on stage at his tour, it was filled with famous people. You know, I think,
that's
and the celebs. He likes that.
He knows how to do.
He likes to be
thing.
in the mix. I think he has a good balance.
I love it.
Yeah,
definitely a trifecta.
Okay.
The Weeknd.
Okay, you're good.
That's an interesting one.
Okay, I've got thoughts on this.
Do you? Okay, I would say famous person for sure. Celebrity for sure. I think he does. It's kind of ironic because he's like, oh, I'm mysterious and I don't like attention. But like, I think there's celebrity mindset around that. Star. I mean, he's got like but it's also.
I will say it. No.
Okay, because I don't want to say it. But I'm like.
Abel. I don't think
his government name.
I don't think Abel's a star.
I think. Thank you for saying it with your chest. Because I was
I'll say it with my chest. They'll come for me, but I'm like, whatever.
Because it's also like, it's easy to sometimes be like, oh, if you put on the glasses and you're like, I don't want to talk, to like sometimes assume,
his Super Bowl is my least favorite Super Bowl of all time. It's terrible. I felt like I was in a bad trip. I've never even done drugs. I was like, what am I watching? I feel like his music is for people that are like,
on a bad trip,
you just have to be on Molly. Like, you have to be on Molly and shrooms and at a rate. Like, it's not for a sober experience. It's for an Adderall infused life.
At 2 a.m. at Webster
Yeah, I'm like,
Hall,
you guys
RIP
like
to
this
that
guy
video.
because you're on substances. It is, but that's what you need to
Hold
understand.
on, not too much early days, the Weeknd, when he was fresh out of Toronto.
Oh.
Remember? And he was like on his mixtape Energy.
That
still
was
rocking with
That was
Drake.
some drug. That was something.
Probably.
That was. I think he makes music for people that do drugs and whatever. I'm into radical bodily autonomy. So if you want to do what people do what they want, I don't care. All right, I'm not getting
Not
involved.
me being like, I thought he had a few bangers. I'm like, okay,
No,
well,
it's
what was
for
I on that
drugs.
day?
It's like, you know, like the EDM scene. That's about.
Yeah.
It's
I think his early music was less like Papa Molly Boom Boom Boom, even though I can see how you would say that for like the later years when he like embraced the pop star kind of MJ vibes. It was more of like roll a blunt, smoke it with your friends in a dimly lit basement type
it was very Toronto.
Like, I was there for that chapter. I loved it. And then one day he kind of went like,
I never liked
MJ,
the music.
and I was like, oh, okay.
I felt that there was Frank Ocean people and there were the Weeknd people.
Frank.
Didn't it feel like that during that era? There was like, and I was very much I wanted to listen to Swim Good, and
as you should.
I was just in that. I was in my Frank bag. Yeah, I was in
Pyramids.
I was in my Frank bag.
Yeah.
And so my friends really did like The Weeknd at the time, and they went to shows when he'd come to London. But I just never got it. There was just certain things I just couldn't get.
I would never buy a ticket to The Weeknd concert.
I don't even like his voice.
Oh.
Do you like it? You don't like, I mean, some people like it.
Because I don't not like his voice, but no, I wouldn't be like, I like the songs because of his voice.
No, but
I like the catchy.
The songs are great. Yeah. I think the songs are great. The songs are great for his voice. I don't get it, but I think it's because I'm boring and I don't do drugs.
You don't do drugs.
And I got 3 kids.
He's got the one song with the flashing lights, the chasing,
all of it.
Blinding lights.
Yeah. All of it.
That's banger. I don't know what he's doing these days. I think his celebrity, him being good at celebrity, is also what has carried him or got him to that level.
I think he's created this mythos.
Yes.
And you're just, he kind of has this seedy, wealthy life, and he makes this TV show called The Idol, and he dates models, and he buys these expensive homes and flashy cars.
Totally.
He's a real, star in that way. You're just like, if they told me he was sleeping in an oxygen chamber, I'd believe it.
That checks out.
So I enjoy the idea of The Weeknd, the alias, the glasses, the hair, all of it.
So does that become star category? Because now you just use the word star, or does it still feel like celebrity at work?
It feels, so this is the thing, and this is where I think he's a creative genius.
Yeah.
Right? But not all creative geniuses are stars.
Right.
Because there's sometimes with these manufactured pop bands, it'd be like a puppeteer in the background. They'd be like, oh, I'm going to make NSYNC or I'm going to make Backstreet Boys. And this is what I need. These are the components. I think Simon Fuller, who put together the Spice Girls, is a great, he's not a star himself, but he's great in the image making of
creative genius.
I'm going to pull this thing together. So I think The Weeknd is a creative genius in that. And he's created an avatar that people read as a star. Is he a star himself? Yes. It doesn't feel like that for me.
Honestly, was the perfect way to put it.
It doesn't feel like that for me. Yeah. But there is something to, I'm also interested in what else The Weeknd could make, because I think he could make different avatars that the public would like. Right. But when I saw that Super Bowl, I was like, guys, what are we?
It's just, he's such a chill guy, and I think even with his music too, so like a stage like the Super Bowl, right? Like I feel like The Weeknd is, even though he sells out stadiums, right? So it's not that people don't show up, but to me, his music and the magic of what he presents feels like it should be in like intimate spaces.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a halftime show.
No, I hear you.
I think we got time for one more.
Okay. Do I pull it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right. This one could be interesting.
Could be.
I mean, I'm curious to know your thoughts. Mamdani.
Oh, I love talking about Mamdani.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting one.
Mamdani is a star.
Yeah, because that's the first thing that came to my mind.
He's such a star. He's such a charmer. And I think he's got a bit of, there's something simmering underneath.
What is,
because I think he's,
spice?
Yeah, because he's a very strong person, like a strong-willed personality and character, like the way he kind of out-alpha Trump in a bad way. And now Trump is like, oh, I like you. We're gonna be friends. You know what I mean? And I think it's like game recognizes game of like, we know how to do spectacle. We know how to get the public to draw us in. But I think by being that genius and being that kind, those men always have something else.
There's more.
So I'm like, what's underneath that? And I'd like to see, he may not show it, but there's more to, I think there's layers to him that we may not.
I can see that.
You know? But I think, he's such a star.
Definitely a star.
Just to look at him, he'll do stuff like wear the Arsenal thobe to prayer to celebrate the Premier League, like the Knicks. He'll wear, he's the people's mayor. Totally. But I think you want to be around him because he's a star. Because like Eric Adams was outside, but you didn't want to.
But he was,
because he wasn't a star. You were like, oh, you're the uncle. You're the uncle in the crowd. Get away from me. But Mamdani, you're like,
wait,
we want you in the club. So I definitely think he's a star.
Definitely a star. Famous person. I think yes, for sure. Stateside. I mean,
he's the most famous.
Globally, he's really starting.
Mamdani is like one of the most famous American politicians in the world. Like, I think people can name him in a way that they couldn't name a bunch of people in the Trump administration. Again, he's also mayor of New York.
Yeah.
So that New York has its own branding, but it's just like New York elected a Muslim mayor.
Yeah.
And so the world was watching to see what would happen.
Celebrity.
I think he's becoming one.
How do we feel about that since he's a politician?
I think it's important for the left to learn how to do that. It's kind of depressing because you want your public official to be very serious and very boring. But if we've learned anything from the MAGA Trumpian era, it's that you need to be able to do different things. And I think he's a great template for a politician who's a celebrity, but also gets stuff done. Because my timeline's like, oh, he's got universal pre-K. I don't know what he's done in New York. Yeah. But, you hear more about his policy side of things.
And in 2026, celebrity moves the needle. And so if that's what it takes, unfortunately, to get the important things done, then say la vie.
Also, I think people want pictures of him. People want to see what his wife is wearing.
I was going to say, him and his wife together is giving star couple. Like, just
gorgeous
chic,
couple.
Artistic, cool, like very New York cool, like not trying too hard, and yet somehow everything
is very effortless. Yes. So I think he leans into the celebrity in a way that is good for a politician because people want to be able to touch the mayor and reach their politician. So it's the celebrity is going to happen. You can't be the mayor of New York
and not embrace
Giuliani, Bloomberg. The only one that wasn't was what's our friend's name? The tall guy. De Blasio. He didn't feel like a celebrity. I liked him. He had a black wife. I liked him. And then he didn't. But yeah, I liked him. They split up. What do you think? Star, celebrity, famous?
He's definitely a star, for sure. Definitely a star. Famous person, I wasn't entirely sure outside of the States. I don't have my finger on the pulse as much, so that's good to hear and interesting to hear. Celebrity, starting to become one, embracing it. Yeah, because he also is meeting that moment. It'd be different if it was like, Mamdani, and he's like, please, I just want to
he likes it.
He likes it. He embraces it, and like, there's nothing wrong with that. So I would have said 2 out of 3 until you told me. Globally, he is also.
Yeah, no, he's famous. The people love it.
I love it.
Zuri, this has been so fun.
This has been so much fun. Thank you for having me.
Before you go, where can the people find you? I want you to plug your Substack especially.
Thank you. So Substack, my Substack is called Happy Hour with Zuri Hall, but was it at Zuri Hall? I should know these things. ZuriHall.substack.com. And then Instagram is really where I'm most active right now. So at Zuri Hall. I do have a YouTube channel. That's where you can watch episodes of my show, Not About Sports. Okay. The occasional vlog still with slightly less oversharing.
I want more vlogs.
Should I just start telling my business again on YouTube? Okay, stay tuned. More to come. YouTube is at Zuri Hall. So that's it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, love. This was so fun.